So, today we have the discussion with the person in the background. His name is Max Mok. Now, this will be part one. This will require two parts because Max is a special case that needs their own special episode for this. I'll begin. So, Drew Pavlou, the racist from Queensland, rejected by his university and the darling of anti-China media, wants to make a new party. Alongside his resident Hong Kong psychic who was never born in the Hong Kong SAR, China, Max Mok. Max Mok himself in the campaign by saying, in the next federal election, I'll be running in the seat of Chesholm against Glays Liu. Glays Liu is from the Liberal Party. Against the United Front work departments and against the Chinese Communist Party. Drew said, obviously, we're standing against China's government interference in Australian democracy. Our position has always been simple. We just want to put human rights before blood money. So we have ourselves here an Australian racist and a Hanjian. Hanjian, for those who don't know, means race traitor, used in the context of those who undermine their own race, in this case, Max Mok, in his going against China, and also undermining Hong Kong. Max continued to say, as a Hong Konger, I have been fighting on the front lines of Hong Kong alongside brothers and sisters of all nationalities. We have very similar values. The battle in Hong Kong is the battle in Australia. This is even more pathetic, as only those who wanted to split Hong Kong is what he's on about, not patriotic people. And now I will give you a prime example of what I'm on about. In 2 minutes when I show. We are fighting for freedom, for democracy, and for a fair go for everybody. And those who believe in universal values for everyone. Democracy here means liberal/Western democracy with all its flaws. Freedom being that of liberals' order definition of freedom, which isn't that freedom at all, really. And a fair go only if you have enough money or you're not poor. I intend to fight with facts, and I believe the Australians, he continues saying, and I believe that Australians will judge and make the right call. So here is the facts. Glays Liu has undeclared tie to the United Front Work Department, an extension of the Chinese Communist Party. Glays Liu has said on public record that Xi Jinping, the current leader of China, is not a dictator. There is one more, but it's this flamboyance. So let's just now this point. An accusation and a correct statement being quote unquote proof of someone being a CPC asset. If it is so, then it is so easy to say that anyone's a CPC asset by saying President Xi. Anyway, laughs aside, I'll continue. He continues saying, as a Hong Konger, I will tell you this. Hong Kongers and Australians have very much similar values. We are fighting for freedom, for democracy, and a fair go for everyone. This is for the mouth of an asset of Western values betraying Hong Kong and Chinese roots. The Chinese Communist Party does not believe in this. We don't intend to fight this looking for pity from major parties. We intend to fight as Hong Kongers and Australians, as brothers and sisters, all fighting one good fight against the oppression that is coming from Beijing. Yet you are after pity, wanting to rally racists to your cause and have them sing your tune, while as normal you reject actual Hong Kong people and betray your own people. Now, as I promised before, I'd show you what I mean. by this. There is something relating to him, which is really critical here. And very, very funny, very funny. And here it is. I'm now just going to quickly put it up in 2 seconds. Then I'll show it to you. Because this is pretty telling of all. And when it shows, I'll be showing you the clip to prove nothing I said is a fabrication. Just let me unlock the phone and then this be done. Okay, here we go. And here it is.
My name is Max Mok, and I'm Australian. In the coming federal election, I'll be running in the seat of Chesholm against Glays Liu, against the United Commonwealth Department, and against the Chinese Communist Party. I'll be doing this with the Drew Pavlou Democratic Alliance. As a Hong Konger, I've been fighting in the front lines of Hong Kong alongside brothers and sisters of all nationalities. We have very similar values, the battle in Hong Kong and the battle in Australia. We are fighting for freedom, for democracy, and for a fair go for everyone. And these we believe to be the universal values for everyone. As much of a personal vendetta I have against Glays Liu and against the Chinese Communist Party, I do not intend to fight this on an emotional level. I intend to fight this with facts. And I believe that Australians will have the judgment to make the right call. So here are the facts. Glays Liu has undeclared ties with the United Front Works Department, an extension of the Chinese Communist Party. Glays Liu has said on public record that Xi Jinping, the current leader of China, is not a dictator. And Liu, a major Liberal Party donor, has been proven by the ABC to be a major Chinese Communist Party asset in Australia. He too had undeclared ties with the Liberal Party in Australia. As a Hong Kong Australian, I'll tell you this. Hong Kongers and Australians have very similar values. We are fighting for freedom, for democracy, and for a fair go for everyone. The Chinese Communist Party does not believe in this. We do not intend to fight this looking for pity from the major parties. We intend to fight as Hong Kongers, as Australians, as brothers and sisters, all fighting one good fight against the oppression that's coming from Beijing. And to do that, we start from putting Glays last. Put Glays last. And throw Drew Pavlou Democratic Alliance in the seat of Chesholm. Thank you.
And to finish off, I'll say this. Is Glays a CPC shill? Quite simply put, no. Glays is as greedy in many aspects as the Liberals is overall. Her recognizing Xi Jinping does not make her an asset. So when you hear people like him, you want to say claims and extraordinary claims. The best thing to do is to ignore them.